No problem. By the way, can I tell you, you work in Gattaca. And he stops for a second. He goes, oh.
All right. I think you can roll us anytime, Bub.
All right, Captain. That was then. This is now. You walk through the Santa Monica Pier.
Your home for Carterville Lions basketball is News Radio 1340 WJPF Heron, W258DP Heron 99.5 FM.
Right
Thanks
now
for your
on
patience,
News
dude.
Radio WJPF
My patience.
1340 AM.
Messing with all this.
I knew you'd figure it out.
I'm going to
sooner
get
or
it
later.
right one of these days. One of these days.
The UPS store.
Because it drives me crazy.
Yeah, because you're thinking, is it this? Is it that? Is it?
IBW Local 702 and First Mid-Bank and Trust.
Either that or I'm going to spend a bunch of big bucks on a new Comrex unit personal. It's going to cost me about $2,000 so we sound
Really?
right. Yeah.
And Heating and John A. Logan College. These businesses also support the Carter.
The hell you are? You get the company to pay for that.
Community Realty, Rob's Pit Barbecue, Firemasters, Children's Orthodontics, and
We'll figure it out one of these days. Hey, everybody online, happy Saturday to you.
It's time for the Carterville Lions on News Radio WJPF. Here's Scott Hudson and the voice of the Carterville Lions, Dave McKenzie.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Carterville High School. Dave McKenzie, Scott Hudson alongside. A rare Friday night off away from high school basketball, Scott Hudson, but we're here tonight, and we got a good matchup.
Yeah, very good matchup. 21-4 Massac County against 20-5 Carterville. And we thought last week at this time we would already know the pairings and seedings for the upcoming 2A regional. Those will not be coming out till Thursday afternoon. Now, that makes this game as important as the Benton game was last Saturday night because both these teams are 2A, and both these teams could end up in the same subsectional.
Yeah, this is the last game before those regional pairings come up, so you definitely want a good, big performance here tonight.
Especially at home. You know, Carterville has struggled mightily shooting the ball from the field in the last 3, 4, maybe 5 games, but they've won all those games because of their defense. They're playing a team in Massac County who comes in here only beating Harrisburg by 4 points last night at Massac County. Massac has not played as well as they have in the past, so this should be an interesting matchup.
And then Harrisburg today turns around and got thumped by Olney, 58-30. A 28-point loss to Olney.
I saw that game, and Olney is really, really good. And I think I don't want to speak for Harrisburg, but looking at the 2 games this weekend, last night was more important than today's shootout against Olney. So they probably put all their eggs in their basket last night to try to beat Massac County. They came up short. And, you know, when you come in and you play less than 24 hours later, you come off a tough loss. Mentally, you may not be, you know, as prepared. Plus, they had the 35-second shot clock in that game, and there's at least maybe 3-4 times that Harrisburg didn't get a shot off before the clock ran out. But that's just not knowing you haven't done it much.
I didn't realize they used the shot
yeah,
clock.
35-second shot clock.
Wow. That's what's coming.
Yeah, and it didn't affect the Mascoutah Heron game. Olney didn't have trouble, but Harrisburg did have some issues about not getting shots up in time.
There you go. Both teams are on the floor here at Carterville High School going through their pregame warm-ups, and we got a good crowd. Massac's traveled well tonight. Of course, when you're a 20-win team and you've only got 5 games left on the season, your fans are going to travel well. Carterville has their 20th win. They're 20-5, like you mentioned, but should be a great matchup here this evening. We're going to go on and take a first break here on our SIU Credit Union pregame show. I had a chance to sit down with Coach Shane Hawkins just moments ago. You're going to hear from the head coach of your Carterville Lions. It's next here on News Radio WJPF. Welcome back to our SIU Credit Union pregame show as the Lions preparing to take on the Massac County Patriots here. And now you're going to hear from the head coach of the Carterville Lions, Shane Hawkins.
Coach Shane Hawkins joins us here on our pregame show. Man, another cross-conference matchup tonight. This seems like we've had a lot of those this year.
Yeah, we play everybody on that side. The one where we really don't play in the regular season is Murphy, and we got them in the tournament in Thanksgiving. So yeah, this is hard to find games, and it seems like nobody wants to play anybody. And we'll travel or we'll play anybody anywhere. And so to go play the good teams, and you have to. I mean, we sit here all year and try to prepare our teams for the postseason. Well, you can go win 27 or 28 games and not play anybody, or you can get better as the season goes on and try to be playing your best basketball, or at least be challenged enough that throughout the regular season that when you get to the postseason, you're kind of ready for it. You're used to it, and that's kind of the approach we take. We'll play anybody, anywhere.
Coming off a solid win on the road at West Frankfort, there's only 4 games left after this one tonight.
Yeah, and we've talked about it. It goes fast, especially this year. We kind of got a funky start, and but man, once it goes, and it's you get a week where you play 3 games, or you play a Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, and then the next week flip around, turn around, and play another Tuesday game, and you kind of look at it, and you've played 4 games in a week. It's a grind, but it goes really, really fast, and we get back to kind of our normal week next week. We were Tuesday, Saturday this week, which is really weird anyway. And then you throw in snow, and you have a Wednesday, and you're off on Friday, and you come back and play on Saturday. And we have like one more normal week, or a traditional week for us, where we go Friday, Saturday next week, and then that last week it's Tuesday, Thursday. So something we don't do, and. But you know what? It's a chance to play, and I promise you, if you ask our guys, would you rather play on Tuesday, Thursday, or practice Tuesday, Thursday?
Yeah.
They're going to both play games. I promise you.
I know this is a loaded question for a basketball coach, because I already know the answer, but I'm going to ask it anyway. With 5 games left going into tonight, are you happy where your team is right now?
Yes, because I think we can still get better. To answer your loaded question, I think that.
I knew that's what you were going to say.
I mean, it's I think we're. You watch teams play, and it's like, all right, they're done. There's no way they can get better. They're either going to play really well, they're going to make shots, and they're going to look good that night, or they're not going to make shots and they're not going to look that good that night. But I think we have enough room for improvement, both defensively and offensively, that I think that our best basketball is still ahead of us, or at least I hope so, because we still have that room for improvement, and that's the best part. If you see your team peak in late January or early February, and it's going downhill after that, it's not going to be a fun rest of the ride. But I think we've shortened practices. Our practices are really short. We told them the other day, if it's my plan was 90 minutes, and if we're there past 90 minutes, that's on them. And so we shortened practices. We've had a couple, 60 to 75 minute practices, just kind of keep them fresh, as much mentally as physically, but still getting done what we got to get done. And yesterday we went
about a minute. You want it back or break?
Us having a rare Friday off. We went at 6 a.m.
Bring it back to us.
I thought from 6 to
bringing
6,
it back.
we got what we needed to get done, and that's all you can ask.
Tonight, playing one of the top teams in the area, in Massac County, and Patriots. Joe Hossman's got this team playing well.
Yeah, I mean they've had a really good season, and they can score it so many different ways, and they got 2 big bodies inside, and they're without Harmon, who's probably their best perimeter shooter. Although Smallman shot it really well for the last month, and then you got Isaac that kind of runs the show, and he's really good. I mean, he's a coach's son. He's got skills. He's got high level basketball IQ, and guys, they've played together for 2 or 3 years, so they have a lot of varsity experience, and they know what it takes to be successful, and we'll get their best shot tonight. There's no question.
We'll talk in the post game. Good luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
There you go, Coach Shane Hawkins joining us on our pregame show. So I'll ask you, Scott Hudson, the same question. Is this team in this point of the season where you thought it would be?
Record-wise, yes. I thought they'd be around the 20-point mark, either give or take a couple of wins. I think they could have been over the 20-point mark, but you'll take 20 at this point of the year. I think where Carterville is not where they want to be this time of year is they're not clicking on all cylinders offensively. Caden Lustenberger has been the go-to guy offensively the last 3 games for Carterville because Caden Hawkins really has not found his rhythm that he had early in the year and in the middle part of the year. But I'm sure, and everybody's hoping that will eventually come back. I talked to Coach Hawkins today up at the Benton Shootout, and he told me, I asked him about, well, what about tonight? He said, well, I've scouted them about 5 or 6 times. They're either really good or they're really bad, and there's no in between. So you know which one that Coach Hawkins is hoping for tonight.
Well, we'll find out here in about 5 minutes or so, as that's about how far we are from the tip-off. But as we mentioned, Massac County comes into the game. They have a record of 21-4. They're 6-1 in conference. And, man, tell you what, did Massac get a gift out of all that fiasco mess that took place at Benton a week ago?
They did, because now they lead the Ohio side of the River Conference. They still have to go to Heron, I believe, next weekend to finish up their conference schedule. Now, if Heron wins, then they'll be co-champions with Heron. And so, yeah, that thing that happened last week at Benton, the brawl in Benton, as they're calling it, has really affected how the outcome of this Ohio Division crown may come out. You look at this Massac County team. I just talked about Cade Lustenberger being the guy that has really kind of carried this team offensively in the last 3 games. The player for Massac that everybody's trying to shut down is Isaac Hossman, for good reason. Well, last night, I think at halftime against Harrisburg, he only had 4 points, but the guy that stepped up recently is Brody Smallman, the 5'11 senior. He is really starting to hit threes. He's really kind of been that catalyst when Hossman is being shut down. So that's something else that Carterville will have to worry about tonight defensively. Absolutely.
So we'll see how that goes. But, yeah, that was a gift that was laid right into the lap of this Massac County Patriot team. And on the outside looking in, it's a pretty good place to be and a nice little present.
And I'll have to be honest, I was talking to the radio broadcasters from Massac County, and they told me that they really wish that they wish that game would have been finished after the brawl, clear out the gym except for coaches and players, finish the game, or after the season's over, let Benton and Heron play, nobody but players, nobody but coaches, let them finish that game, so if Heron wins that, they can be the outright champion. Now, this is coming from the broadcast team that would love to see them at least get a share of the title, but they were also, what's the right word, kind enough to say, hey, this wasn't fair to Heron. Let them finish that game, but we all know that's not going to happen now.
That's Scott Hudson. I'm Dave McKenzie. It's our SIU Credit Union pregame show. We're going to go on and take another break. Here, our second break, getting you set for the Massac County Patriots at the Lions. Here on NewsRadio WJPF.
People's National Bank.
Welcome back to Carterville High School. One of the really cool things that we haven't really talked about is, as you look at on the floor right now, if you're here at the gym or if you're watching on the stream, you see all the players have the same shirts on. And we got to say, our thoughts, our prayers are heavy and hard for the Hossman family and Graham Hossman. As Graham, if you know, over the last couple of years has been battling cancer. And Joe put a message out here about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago saying, please pray for Graham. And that's one thing about the basketball community in Southern Illinois High School. They come together. They all have on the blue cancer shirts. That's the color that Graham likes. Of course, his dad being a Massac County Patriot head coach, or his grandpa rather. And, man, our thoughts are with him.
Oh, no doubt about it. I've known Joe since he was in high school at Heron. Great guy, great coach. And I've seen other pictures of grade school teams wearing blue. School kids at school just wearing blue in different areas of Southern Illinois. And, you know, it is really, really tough when you have a kid, and in this case a grandson, who is going through something like that. I can't imagine what Joe's going through, but Joe knows that everybody's got his back, and he's getting a lot of prayers and a lot of thoughts sent out to his family right now.
And right now, as the buzzer sounds, and it's before we get into the national anthem, both teams are coming together at mid-court, and I love seeing stuff like this where two teams, two opponents, join their forces in strength together here for Coach Joe Hossman and his grandson Graham, and they're collecting money here at the school to help with the medical expenses, and is just absolutely fantastic. And a photo op there with those two teams coming together, and that's just a touching moment right there. And I love our kids, man. It doesn't matter what school they're from. I love them.
Well, it just goes to show it's more than sports.
Yep.
You know, I think we take things for granted at times. You know, we take granted that, we're going to wake up tomorrow and get to come and do a basketball game, and other families are going through tough times like Coach Hossman is right now, and it kind of puts everything into perspective.
Well, in light of what took place a week ago at Benton,
yeah,
that's one extreme, and then you see this extreme to the other side, a complete 180, and that this is what it's all about right here. And we appreciate those two teams and our guys, our boys coming together, and Graham and to the entire Hossman family. Sincerely, every day I'm praying for Graham and your family. And ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the break, look who comes walking into the gym. The Carterville cheer team led by Coach Linda Druss. They were at the state competition in Bloomington this afternoon. They qualified top 10, and they finish 4th in state this afternoon. And that is fantastic. I didn't know if they were going to make it back in time tonight. I knew there was a possibility. And let's go to the PA announcer, Ed Smith.
The recent accomplishments of our high school cheerleading team. This weekend, our cheerleaders competed at the IHSA state finals for the 8th consecutive year. In those 8 years, they finished in the top 10 6 times. Our girls had a very strong finish today, finishing 4th in the small school division. Our seniors took Carterville High School with the state championship in 2020, 7th place finish in 2021, 3rd place finish in 2022, and the most recent 4th place finish today. Throughout the season, the girls won multiple competitions and recorded the highest score in routine in school history. School team members include freshman Emma Brzezinski, Addie Horn, Elena Rosenberger, Emerson Scherschel, Charlotte Williams, sophomores Lindsey Green, Willie Jenkins, Mercedes Levesque, Avery Meyer, and Elena Chastain. Our juniors are Ella Horn, Brooke Huntsberger, Dana Altman and Izzy Salazar. And our seniors, Brianna Beckel, Ashley Jackson, Corey Sizemore, and Caitlin Waller. The coaches are Carly Eder, assistant coach, Lee Veston, assistant coach and choreographer, and head coach Linda Gruss. Congratulations, ladies. Very, very well deserved.
Congratulations to Linda Drust and the Carterville cheer team. 4th place in state for 2022, state champions in 2020, and one of the premier cheer teams in the state of Illinois, and they're right here.
And a lot of kids don't get to experience state tournament in any sport one time, let alone the number of times this team's been there.
We're going to go on and take our final break on our SIU Credit Union pregame show. Tip-off is coming up next.
You don't have to be told the price of power is way up.
Welcome back to Carterville High School. Happy Saturday to you. Dave McKenzie, Scott Hudson alongside, getting you set for Carterville Lions basketball here on News Radio WJPF. If you'd like to watch a game, of course, you can head to YouTube and you can pick up the video stream and the radio call right there. Just search Dave McKenzie, or you can search Massac County Patriots at Carterville Lions. The Patriots, the visiting team here this evening. Coach Joe Hausman is going to go with the following starting lineup. The 6'1 sophomore, number 4, that's going to be Chris Garnett. Number 22, the 5'11 senior, Brody Smallman. Number 24, 6' junior, the son of the coach, that's Isaac Hausman. 6'4 senior, Brady Sissel, wears number 33. And the 6'6 senior in the paint, Ian Higgerson, number 35. For Coach Joe Hausman, Garnett, Smallman, Hausman, Sissel, and Higgerson.
Sissel and Higgerson, what stands out about them? Sissel 6'4", Higgerson 6'6". Carterville does not have a lot of size on the inside, obviously, so it's going to be interesting to see how Carterville attacks them in the paint offensively and how they defend those two bigs on the defensive end.
Carterville Lions and Coach Shane Hawkins will go with his normal starting lineup here this evening. He'll start things off with the 5'7 senior, number 4, Peyton Biddle. Throw in there some Blake Berkey, the 6'1 senior, wears number 12. Caden Hawkins, the son of the coach, 6' senior, number 21, Caden Hawkins. And then Braden Wakey, the 6'3 junior, number 25, and number 40, Cade Lustenberger, the 6'5 senior. So for Coach Shane Hawkins, it'll be Biddle, it'll be Berkey, Hawkins, Wakey, and Lustenberger, the starting 5 for your Carterville Lions.
Again, Carterville not shot the ball well as a team lately, but this is a type of game where you're probably going to have to get points from a lot of people to beat a team in Massac who's got 21 wins on the season.
Lions coming off the win on the road at West Frankfort. 62-45 on Wednesday night. And be sure would look good on that postseason resume if they could get a win here tonight.
Well, 4 weeks ago, Coach Hawkins was telling us, hey, we might get a 5 or 6 seed. Now things have kind of changed to where Carterville could get a top 3 seed, if not higher, depending on what happens tonight and the rest of the year.
What's your thoughts on where you think we're going to go?
Well, both tournaments Carterville's been in this year, they've been a 4 seed. So we're done with a 4 seed. I think they have a shot. I think this could be a big win for Carterville. I think Carterville's either going to be a 1 or a 3 because Vienna's the one team in there. Vienna's lost twice to Massac. But they beat Carterville. But if Carterville beats Massac, now you just draw a name out of a hat. Probably.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Nathan Biddle has his Carterville Lions around him, and they break huddle on the far sideline. Of course, Carterville, the home whites here this evening. Patriots in their road blues with the red letters. Great crowd at Carterville High School and a great atmosphere for high school basketball here this evening. Glad to have you with us. Kick back and relax. We're going to play basketball for the next 90 minutes. Who's going to win this one? It'll be the Massac County Patriots or the Carterville Lions, and the Lions start things off. They win the tip. They're moving left to right on your radio dial as Caden Hawkins, Cade Lustenberger, Blake Berkey, Braden Wakey, and Peyton Biddle are on the floor as Hawkins finds Berkey. He dishes it over in the wing. Fake 3 from Biddle, and a 3 from Berkey's no good. And the rebound controlled by the Patriots as it was Garnett that got the rebound. It is Isaac Hossman that runs the offense for those Patriots. He works to the left side, hands it off now to Smallman. Back and forth they go as Hossman has it left of the elbow. Dishes it up top to Garnett. Garnett over on the right wing, steps inside the arc. Ball kind of touched and tipped, but Patriots control. Driving down low to the corner. That's where Hossman has it. Right-hand dribble to the left wing. Dumps it to the block. Nice move. Gets the defenders in the air. Misses the shot, but the Lions pick up the first foul of the game.
Yeah, he got both Wakey and Lustenberger in the air on a nice head fake. So Mr. Sissel will go to the free throw line and try to score the first points of this game.
He's shooting 2. And the first one is off the mark. Just under a minute played here. Coach Shane Hawkins steps out onto the floor, yells at his Lions and sets the defense, and the ball is, the free throw's missed. Down low, the shot is up and no good, but the putback is missed again. Man, that was 2 rebounds for the Patriots, and then falling on the basketball, diving after it. Blake Berkey is called for a travel, so the turnover on the Lions. That was 2 or 3 opportunities there for the Patriots.
And that's one thing Carterville cannot allow is Massac to own the offensive boards tonight.
Ian Hickerson was the one down in the paint doing the work there. Where's number 35 as they have it. Pull-up jumper from about 12, no good. And over the back, Hossman just picked up his first foul of the game.
Yeah, they're already 0 for 5 from the field. Carterville yet to get a Carterville, I'm sorry. Yeah, 0 for 5 from the field for Massac at this point.
There you go. Peyton Biddle now to Wakey. Wakey looks inside, finds Lustenberger. Nice backdoor feed, but his pick tipped away. Turnover Lions taking it the other way. The Patriots to the rack. The layup is good as falling into the crowd. That was Brady Sissel on the bucket. First points belong to Sissel and the Patriots. Lions have it. They trail 2-0. Lustenberger dishes to Biddle. Now it's to Hawkins. Caden averaging 20 points a game. Finds Peyton Biddle on the left wing. Back to Hawkins. Feeds it down low. Wakey wants it on the block. Dishes to Biddle. Biddle into the paint. Now to the corner. Nice head fake by Berkey. His shot partially blocked. Winds up with Biddle. Puts it up. No good. And that was a wild shot. He didn't get a good look at it. And the rebound controlled by Sissel for the Patriots. There's Hossman. Right of the circle. Gets the screen. Takes it the other way from Higgerson. Keeps it in his left-hand dribble. Over just right of the circle. Nobody's out there defensively. Pulls up 3. No good. Biddle gets the rebound for the Lions. Patriots lead at 2-0. Here's Caden Hawkins. Little fadeaway jumper from 15, no good. And the rebound by Smallman for the Patriots.
Not a good shooting start for either team.
No. Smallman bounce pass to the right side to Hausman. Left-hand dribble by Isaac down to the right side. They bring it up top of the key. Hausman head fake, spins into the lane, just in front of the elbow, dishes it to Sissel. Sissel's jumper, no good. Lustenberger the rebound. Kicks it out to Caden Hawkins. Hawkins across timeline now to Lustenberger. Hands it off to Peyton Biddle over on the left wing. Top of the key at the logo is Hawkins. Now he finds Berkey. Berkey around the screen from Hawkins. Lost the dribble. Ball's on the floor. Who's going to get it? Diving after it is the Patriots. Lions turn it over the other way, and the Patriots turn it over, giving it right back to the Lions. Here comes Hawkins to Biddle, to the block, off the glass, and good. Peyton Biddle ties it up at 2.
Yeah, Biddle ran right into Higgerson, but no call.
Over into the front court for the Patriots. Sissel, left of the circle, top of the key. Husband, long-range 3 from State Array is good. Isaac Hosman with 3. It is a 5-2 ball game. Massac the lead. Caden Hawkins crossover dribble. He finds Peyton Biddle. Biddle now on the left wing. He'll dribble up toward the top of the key. Finds Berkey on the right side. Takes it into the paint, off the glass, no good. Big rebound. Wakey just had the ball ripped right out of his hands. There go the Patriots the other way. To Hausman, top of the key, back to the corner. That's Garnett. Long 3 is good for Chris Garnett.
And that was a quick shot. I don't think Carterville was expecting him to get that ball and shoot that quick.
2 threes for the Patriots. They have an 8-2 lead and a travel on the Lions. That's turnover number 4 on Carterville.
I've got Carterville for 5, but either way, this is very uncharacteristic of Carterville to have this many turnovers this early in a ball game.
It's going to be Patriot basketball on the far sideline. And the bounce pass is triggered into Chris Garnett. Garnett, the 6'1 sophomore, going against Peyton Biddle defensively. Hausman's skip pass to the left corner as they got Smallman in the corner, but he took a step as he got the defender in the air and travels and gives the ball back to the Lions.
Made the right play, just took too many steps.
3:18 remaining. Carterville trails by 6. It's 8-2. Carterville cold shooting here in this first quarter. Not a lot of opportunities, truthfully. Hawkins runs over the defender, but a foul before the drive, and it's going to be a reach-in that's called on Isaac Hausman. And that's kind of big because that's foul number 2 on Isaac.
Yeah, that is big, especially still in the first quarter. Let's see if Coach Hausman takes his son out or leaves him in there. Right now he's going to leave him in there.
3 from Lustenberger, though, is good. Carterville needed that in a big way. And cuts the lead to 3. It's 8-5 Massac.
No, he's been Carterville's best offensive player the last 3 or 4 games.
Patriots have it. There's Hausman. Over to the left wing, and a foul away from the ball will be called on Carterville. And that's going to be on Cade Lustenberger. The first on Cade, second team foul now on the Lions. 8-5 are scored. Sissel, spin move, lost it. Lions come away with it the other way. There's Peyton Biddle, the runner. Can't get the bucket to fall, but he got fouled. And so Peyton Biddle can go to the line to shoot free throws.
Boy, just that ball hung on the front of the rim for a second or two and just came off. But Carterville's got a nice little run going here.
Chris Garnett picked up the foul. Peyton Biddle with 2 of the 5 for the Lions and a chance to add to that from the line. The first one way too strong. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Stephen Rich's Barber Styling, a full-service salon on Division Street in Carterville. Open Tuesday through Friday from 8 until 5, Saturday 8 until 2. The senior Peyton Biddle, second is good. 3 in the game now for Peyton. And it's a 2-point ball game. Massac with the lead and the ball. Here comes Garnett. Gets it to Higgerson. Now the long 3 is no good from Smallman. Lions get the rebound. Here's Caden Hawkins. Dishes it to the corner. Biddle Into the paint, up and under. How does he do that? Can't get it to go. Look good. Just wouldn't fall for the Lions. 2:10 remaining here in the opening quarter. 8-6 is our score. Hausman off the glass, banks it, no good. Long rebound controlled by the Patriots. Sissel rather, turns it over, double dribbled. And another turnover now on the Patriots.
Yeah, they're trying to catch up with Carterville in turnovers. But so far in this first quarter, Massac has 3 offensive rebounds, and I'm sure Coach Hawkins is not going to be happy about that.
Chance to tie it here with 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Cade Lustenberger to Adam Vanderzil, who just came into the game for the Lions. Dribbles a couple times and hands it to Peyton Biddle. Biddle tried to feed it to Lustenberger, does at the free throw line, into the paint, up off the board, no good. Ball's tipped around, and the rebound is pulled down by Hunter Box of Massac County. 1:35 remaining here in the opening quarter. 2-point lead for the Patriots. It's 8-6. Hausman left of the circle, skip pass to the right corner, saves it from going out of bounds, and they control it again. Hausman has it over on the left wing. Dribbles in, just in front of the elbow. The jumper's no good. Tips around, and Higgerson goes out of bounds with the basketball. And that is another turnover on the Patriots. And the Lions have an opportunity with 1:14 remaining.
Yeah, both teams combined 5 field goals in this first quarter. This is where Carterville needs to take advantage of Massac's cold start.
Hawkins dribbles around the top, and a push foul called on Brody Smallman of the Massac County Patriots.
Yeah, I think that's going to be their 5th team foul.
Already. I've got them for 4.
Yeah, okay, maybe they put it up there before I looked up there, so.
65 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. Dave McKenzie, Scott Hudson with you. Here comes Caden Hawkins. Dishes it to the corner left. Cade Lustenberger. Head fake 3, no good. Takes it or doesn't shoot. Finds Vanderzil. Now it's a 3 from Biddle. In and out. Man, that's some cold shooting from Peyton Biddle. 45 remaining in the first quarter. Long 3, left wing, off the front of the iron. Oh, nice rebound, Caden Hawkins. He's on the run, brings it in the front court, gets the defender in the air. Jumper from 17, no good. And Hickerson the rebound for Massac County.
Yeah, Caden Hawkins' cold shooting continues, and you know at some point he's going to break out of it.
So with 22 seconds remaining, will Massac hold for the final shot? Garnett, work the perimeter. Jackson Lee is in the game for the Patriots. Here is Smallman. Smallman inside the arc, dishes it to the corner left. 7, 6, 5 on the quarter clock. The jumper from the left wing from Smallman is good. The shot at the buzzer off the backboard, no good. And that's how we end the first quarter. Massac County leads your Carterville Lions. It's 11-6. Stay with us. Second quarter action is coming up on News Radio WJPF.
Hey, quick note.
As we head to the second quarter, the Carterville Lions trail the Massac County Patriots by 5. It's 11-6.
Carterville only 22% from the field, 30% from Massac. The difference in that first quarter, Massac had 2 extra threes on Carterville.
Patriots have it to start play here in the second. As Hausman to Garnett. Now they work it around to Hausman, left of the circle. Back up top, that is Sissel. Sissel, foul away from the ball is going to be on Carterville. I think it may be on Berkey. No, Adam Vanderzeel. So that's the third team foul now on the Carterville Lions. Smallman triggers, gets it back to the corner. That is Garnett. Jumper from the free throw line. Off the mark, no good. And Caden Hawkins gets the board for Carterville. Finds Peyton Biddle. He's over on the left wing. Dribbles with the right hand between the legs. Pulls up. Finds wide open Berkey. He takes it to the paint. Had the ball stripped away. Turnover Lions. The other way. Here's Garnett to the glass. The layup is good, and the foul. And Cade Lustenberger is going to put Chris Garnett at the line for the and one.
Well, we're seeing a little bit of why Massac County has 21 wins on the season. Carterville, 6 turnovers already in this first half, and we've still got almost the entire second quarter to go.
Garnett misses the free throw. So 5 for Garnett, 13-6. Patriots have the lead. Lions with the ball, though. Moving left to right on your radio dial. There's Lustenberger. Looks inside, around the screen from Hawkins. Jumper from 17, off the mark, no good. Rebound, Patriots. Hausman gets it. He's on the run. Takes it the length of the floor, high off the glass. The bucket in the foul. Caden Hawkins may have picked up that foul. It's going to count. It's on Caden. That's going to be the first on number 21. And Isaac Hausman, man, he was quick up the floor on that.
Well, that's one thing about this Massac team. They get the ball, they're going to go. They're going to get up the floor as quickly as possible and force you to play defense.
Hausman misses the free throw, but the rebound, Patriots, and another foul on Cade Lustenberger. And now that's number 3 on Cade Lustenberger.
Massac is yet to hit a free throw in this game. They're 0 of 4, but they do have 4 offensive rebounds. 1 there by Sissel. And Carterville is just out of sync right now.
Braden Wakey's going to come in to replace Cade Lustenberger as Sissel hits the first free throw. 3 in the game now for Sissel. Cade Lustenberger heads to the bench with 3 fouls. Wakey takes his spot on the low block on the left side of the free throw line. Sissel, the 6'4 senior, right-hander's free throw is no good. Ball is tipped around, and a foul now on the Patriots. That may be on Hickerson. It is. Ian Hickerson picks up his first foul. That is the 6th team foul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th team foul, rather, on the Patriots. Peyton Biddle toward the corner left. Now to Vanderzeel, top of the key. Over at the logo is Hawkins. Hawkins, jumper from 17. Too strong, and it's like Berkey gets the rebound. Finds Biddle off the block, off the glass, no good. And the rebound, Hausman once again for the Patriots. Man, they're hitting the boards well. Hausman, top of the key, drives in, spin move in the paint, works his way around. Nice defense by Biddle, as good as he could do. Hausman misses the shot. And here come the Lions. They trail it by 10. They need a bucket in a bad way. Berkey into the paint, dishes it to Vanderzeel, traveled with the basketball.
Carterville has missed their last 6 shots from the field. They are 2 of 12 to start this game, and very fortunate to only be down by 10.
We played 10 minutes of this game. Carterville scored 6 points.
And Carterville is taking some bad shots tonight. They're trying to score on very contested shots.
Garnett got away with a push-off, no call, and Smallman controls near the midcourt logo. Back to Garnett on the right wing. Left-hand dribble inside the arc to Sissel. Sissel back to Garnett. He's outside the arc now. Skip past left corner to Smallman. Now it's Hausman that has it. To Hickerson, now to Garnett. Garnett, bounce pass, tipped away. Carterville steals it, turns it over to the Patriots. Here comes Berkey, throws it at the glass, no good. Rebound, Peyton Biddle, off the glass, can't get that to go, and another rebound now for Brady Sissel and the Patriots. Hausman, crossover into the paint, reach-in foul on Carterville. It's going to be on Peyton Biddle. That's a frustration foul on Peyton.
There have been shots Carterville's taken tonight where They are contested layups. But instead of going up strong and not worrying about whether you're going to get fouled or you get the shot blocked, Carterville's contorting their bodies in a way that it's not giving them the best chance to score at the rim.
Isaac Hossman is at the line shooting the one and the bonus. And he hits the first one. This Lions broadcast brought to you by IBEW Local 702. IBEW Local 702, proud supporter of Lions Sports, providing a better lifestyle for members. Better life for all. 5:16 remaining here in the second quarter. Second from Hossman is good. 7 now for Isaac. 2 for 3 from the stripe. 18-6, a 12-point lead for the Patriots. Lions need to be careful. This could get out of reach in a big hurry. Hawkins to Biddle. Has Vanderzeel in front of him. Thought about shooting, but doesn't. Finds Hawkins. Now they throw it to Vanderzeel. Back to Biddle, left wing. Working the perimeter on the left side. Hawkins, jumper from about 10 is good. And you can see the frustration on Caden Hawkins is he was so happy that went in.
That broke an 0 for 9 stretch for Carterville from the field.
Lions trail by 10. It's 18-8 with 4:35 remaining. Hossman drives off the block, puts it up with the left hand. Man, he loves driving that paint.
Yeah, and he got a tough shot to go over Caden Hawkins.
He's got 9 of the 20. And down the other way, Braden Wadeke misses the bunny.
Wow.
And again, Carterville's just not hitting the rebounds as Hossman hits a 3. 12 in the game for Isaac Hossman, and a timeout called by Carterville. It's a 30-second timeout, 23-8. It's all Massac here on News Radio WJPF.
Bad offense. Taking too many bad shots.
This Lions broadcast brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in downtown Carterville with punctual service, 5-star satisfaction, and the experience that comes from 40 years in the business. Find out more, visit charliesairandheat.com. That was not one happy head coach for the Carterville Lions during that timeout.
No, Carterville has turned the ball over 7 times in this first half. They've only got 3 field goals in the first half. They look out of sync, but give Massac County's defense credit. Now they've gone to a 1-3-1 zone, speaking of Massac.
So the Lions trail it 23-8 with under 4 to play. Hawkins fires the 3, no good. Vanderzeel gives chase to the loose ball. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to belong to the Patriots.
I've never seen Carterville in a half shoot as poorly as they have in this half.
Me neither, buddy. So with the clock rolling toward 3 minutes remaining, Patriots, the big lead, 23-8, and stepping out of bounds. They call the foul, and that's going to be on Chris Garnett. Number 2 on Garnett. That foul was away from the ball, and the turnover gives it back to the Carterville Lions. 23-8 is the score. Lions, Vanderzeel to Hawkins. Hawkins jumper from the elbow, partially blocked, and the Patriots come away with it. Isaac Hossman, cross midcourt. Over to the corner left. Smallman head fake inside the arc into the paint. Dishes it to the right side. Garnett has it, gets it back to Hossman. He takes it inside the arc on the left side. Finds Garnett, right side 3, no good. And Peyton Biddle gets the rebound. And here come the Lions. Hawkins across the timeline. Bounce pass down low to Wakey. Gets the bucket. What a feed. Nice finish from Braden Wakey. Lions score there. It's 23-10.
Yeah, great long bounce pass to Wakey underneath, and Wakey scores.
No look pass from Caden Hawkins. Patriots, Garnett around the screen. Dribbles to the right side. Now it's Hossman on the right wing. Left-hand dribble inside the arc on the right side. Finds Garnett down low. Nice reach in by Peyton Biddle to knock the ball loose. Another turnover on the Patriots. I've got him for 8, Scott Hudson.
I've got him for 7, but either way, that's way too many for Coach Osman.
Here comes Berkey, finds Wakey. Now Wakey pulls up the dribble. Biddle drives the baseline, dishes it to Vanderzil. Now it's with Berkey. Now Berkey takes it into the paint. Up with the right hand. No good. Can't get it to go. And it's the Patriots that track down the loose basketball. Lions trail by 13. It's 23-10, under 2 to play. Smallman, Brody Smallman, the 5'11 senior, has Berkey on him defensively. Dishes it to Hausman. Hausman slipped a little bit, and he rolled an ankle. He comes back out, and the side the arc, and the jumper from Garnett is good for the Patriots. 7 in the game now for Chris Garnett, and it's a 15-point Patriot lead.
And Massac's getting a lot of shots in the paint where Carterville can't even get to the paint.
Hawkins head fake to Vanderzil, now to Biddle. Defender doesn't come out on Biddle. He misses the 3 badly, but Hawkins gets the rebound for Carterville. Reset the offense. Off the elbow, off balance. Jumper's good from Caden Hawkins, and the foul. It's going to be on Garnett, Scott, sorry.
If Carterville can get this deficit to 10 or less before the end of this quarter, consider that a victory for Carterville.
I agree. Caden averaging 20 points a game. He's gotten 4, and he's got the chance at the end 1. And the free throw's good. He's the leading scorer for Lions. That's not saying a lot. 25-13. Skip pass, backdoor cut to Smallman. Boy, heads up play by Hausman to Smallman.
Yeah, that was from the right wing all the way to the left low block.
60 seconds remaining. 14-point lead. Jumper from the free throw is good from Caden Hawkins. Maybe he's feeling it a little bit now. He's got 7 of the 15. And the clock rolls to 45 seconds remaining. Hausman's going to slow down the pace as he comes across the logo at midcourt. Right-hand dribble, right side. That's Smallman. It takes over from there. Berkey on him defensively. Hawkins comes out now on the switch on Smallman. Bounce pass to, that is Lee. Now back to Hausman. Hausman up top between the circles. 25 seconds remaining in the half. Coming up, it's going to be our McDonald's halftime report. Hausman left wing around the screen. Backs it up, slows it down. They're going to take hold for the final shot. Joe Hausman holds up 4 fingers. Shane Hawkins yells at his defense on the other end. 10, 9, 8 remaining here in the half. From just inside the paint, Hausman's jumper no good. Berkey gets the rebound and a foul on, they're going to get it, I believe, on Sissel. That's the first foul on Sissel. With 2.4 seconds left, that's going to be the 7th team foul, or excuse me, the 9th team foul. And now Blake Berkey has the 1-and-1.
Well, you got a chance here to cut the lead to 10 at halftime.
Exactly what Scott Hudson predicted. But he doesn't hit the free throw. Hawkins gets the rebound. The jumper at the buzzer is good. There's that 10-point deficit as they cut that lead to 10. Caden Hawkins at the buzzer hits it, and that ends the first half. 27-17. The Massac County Patriots do lead the Carterville Lions by 10. Stay with us. Our McDonald's halftime report is coming up next here on News Radio WJPF. Okay. Welcome back to Carterville High School. Dave McKenzie, Scott Hudson here. Our McDonald's halftime report. As here at the half, the Massac County Patriots, it's been all Patriots. They lead it 27-17. Scott, they did exactly what you wanted. The Lions did. They cut it to 10.
Yeah, they cut it to 10. Now you got to take that little bit of momentum into the halftime and come out and play harder on both ends of the floor. I thought Carterville got outplayed on both ends of the floor. Carterville, 29% from the field. That is including Carterville hitting 4 of their last 7 shots from the field. If they don't do that, it's worse than that. Massac, 43% from the field. Free throws, Carterville 2 of 4. Massac 3 of 8. Rebounding, Massac out-rebounded Carterville 17-15. Hawkins leads Carterville with 5. Sissel leads Massac County with 5. I've got both teams with 7 turnovers, but you had to know at some point if Carterville did not come out of their offensive funk, it was going to cost them, and it definitely cost them in that first half.
Absolutely. When you look at the scoring, we'll start first with the Patriots. The 12 points from Isaac Hausman. He has improved so much in the last year.
Yeah, he's a junior, so he's got 1 more year left. He's very good. And that battle right now between Hausman and Hawkins, you know, Hausman's had the better of it now, but we still got a half to play.
Hausman leads the Patriots with their 12 points. You have Chris Garnett with 7 points, Brody Smallman with 5, and Brady Sissel with 3. That's all the scoring just spread amongst those 4 players. 27 first half points scored by Coach Joe Hausman's Massac County Patriots. Lions are led by the 9 from Caden Hawkins, Peyton Biddle with 3, Braden Wakey with 2, Cade Lustenberger with 3, but more importantly for Lustenberger, he's got 3 fouls on him here at the half.
Yeah, this is the first game I can really remember this year where Carterville's had a player of that magnitude be in foul trouble. Usually Carterville's very good about staying out of foul trouble, but now when you've got your biggest player on the bench because he's got 3 fouls, it'll be interesting to see when Hawkins puts him back in the second half.
27-17 is our halftime score. We're going to go on and take another break here on our McDonald's halftime report. When we come back, we'll update scores from around Southern Illinois today and get you caught up on that. That's coming up here at your McDonald's halftime report with your Carterville Lions trailing the Massac County Patriots 27-17 on News Radio WJPF.
When you go
I've got 3 scores from today, and then you tell me one.
Mm. 27-17 is our score here at Carterville High School. Our McDonald's halftime report continues, and Scotty, you got some scores.
Got a few scores from this afternoon. Carbondale beat Granite City 44-31. Alney at the
Benton shootout
beat Harrisburg 58-30. And in overtime at Benton, Mascoutah beat Heron 55-53.
NCOE knocked off Goreville this afternoon at the Benton shootout 75-71. Johnny Logan women get beat by Shawnee this afternoon, 63-56. And John A. Logan men, Coach Tyler Smith-Peter and the men, they picked up their 20th win of the season. They're 20-2. They've won 18 in a row. Scott Hudson, number 4 in the country. And they just came out and just took care of business right from the get-go today.
Well, when you play a team that you're supposed to beat, that's what you're expected to do, because if you let a lesser team hang around, we know what can happen, upsets. And Logan did not let that happen today, and that's why they won their 18th in a row.
Let's talk SIU basketball for a moment. Tomorrow is a huge game, in my opinion, for the Salukis, as they're going to host Missouri State and try to snap this 2-game winning streak. It's not a must-win game, but it's a huge game for the Dogs.
Well, especially since you lost your last 2 on the road, and there's such a log jam at the top of the valley. I mean, one game, if SIU loses this game, they may go from tied for first to, who knows, 3rd place or 4th place. So it is a big game, and you got to win your games at home, and this is one SIU needs to get.
Matt Varney and I will join you starting at 11 o'clock from Banterra Center for Sports Voice on Location. We'll spend an hour talking SIU basketball. That's from 11 until 12 here on 103.5 ESPN. Pre-game coverage for Saluki basketball with Mike Reese and Rodney Watson at noon on 101.5 CILFM. And the tip-off is slated for 1 o'clock. On the show tomorrow on Sports Voice Location, kind of looking forward to this, Scott. We're going to have not only assistant basketball coach Pat Monahan, but baseball coach is going to join us as well, because baseball season is right here for the Salukis and John A. Logan and all the colleges.
Yeah, John A. Logan had their first game of the season today in Chattanooga.
Yep.
I'm sure it wasn't a whole lot more pleasant down there than it is here, but they did start their season today. SIU and SIU men and women both start this month, so baseball and softball season, it's here.
Coach Lance Rhodes will join us on Sports Voice on Location. That's wrapping up our McDonald's halftime report. We're going to take our final break. When we come back, we've got second half action next here on News Radio WJPF.
People.
It was all Massac County in the first half of this basketball game. They lead at 27-17 as we start play in the second half. What do the Lions need to do, Mr. Hootson?
Well, it starts on the defensive end. Massac County shot 60% in that second quarter. Carterville cannot have that happen the rest of the game. If it does, Carterville will not win this game. So that's where it's got to start. Better defensively start the third and take better shots offensively. Massac's done a very good job of pushing the defense out on the perimeter, not letting Carterville get those open looks from beyond three. So Carterville's got to find a way to maybe get the ball in the paint and maybe draw some fouls.
Carterville's going to have the ball to start play here in the second half. They'll trigger from the far sideline. Kick back, just 16 minutes of basketball left here at Carterville High School. Lions, Peyton Biddle runs the point for Carterville, hands it to Caden Hawkins. Hawkins now dribbles around to Berkey. Berkey takes it top of the key, Right-hand dribble to Hawkins. His three from the right wing is buried. That's a huge shot to start the second half for the Carterville Lions.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's hit his last 3 shots from the field, so maybe he's coming out of that basketball coma.
So it's going to be Chris Garnett that brings it across the timeline. Berkey on him defensively. They get it to Higgerson. Higgerson hands it to Hausman. He's got an open three. His shot too strong. There's a big rebound for Blake Berkey. And Carterville has cut the lead to 7. They can get into that more. Hawkins lobs it down low for Wakey. Bounces it out to Biddle. Biddle drives in, kicks it to Hawkins on the right wing. For a jumper from the free throw line. In and out, no good. And the rebound by the Patriots, Brady Sissel.
That was in and it came right back out.
Yes, it did. Just a minute in, Carterville's cut it to 7, but the Patriots have it. Jumper from Smallman from the free throw line is good.
Well, Carterville lost him on the defensive switch, and he had enough separation between him and Wakey to have an open look.
He's got a 3 and 2 field goals, 6:40 remaining, 29-20. Patriots back to the 9-point lead. Caden Hawkins around the screen from Lustenberger. It's Berkey that takes over from there. Between the legs dribble, left side to Hawkins, baseline drive, shot blocked from behind, out of bounds. Sissel got the hand on it, but it's going to stay with the Lions.
Sometimes you'll see an official call that a foul just because the player's coming from behind, but I think it was a good no call.
It's all ball. Jumper from Lustenberger's in and out, no good. Higgerson gets the rebound for Massac County. Here comes Hausman. Cross midcourt to Higgerson. Higgerson hands it to Garnett. He was bumped, and Hausman takes control. Reverses, spins to the block, off the glass, and good.
And he lost the ball in midair and still was able to corral it and get it to go in off the glass.
14 now for Hausman, 31-20, the 11-point lead. And the jumper from Caden Hawkins from the free throw line is good. 14, he's matching Hausman now point for point. And it's 31-22, 9-point lead for the Patriots.
Carterville's got to start getting some stops defensively.
They get the screen around Higgerson. Now Smallman to Sissel. Sissel on the left side to Smallman. Top of the key, it goes to Hausman to Higgerson. He's right in the circle. Doesn't dribble. Gets it to Sissel. Now Hausman, ball slapped away. Good defense by Peyton Biddle. Turnover Patriots to Hawkins. Hawkins to the corner left. Blake Berkey's got an open three. Ooh, no good. Rebound Patriots. Outlet pass. Here comes Smallman. Dishes it to Garnett. Off the glass and good.
That's where, that's a 5-point play. Carterville gets that 3. They pull a little closer, but they don't. And Massac County comes down and scores.
Back to an 11-point lead, 33-22, 5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Smallman has defensive duties on Hawkins. Hawkins throws it to Biddle. Biddle hands it to Lustenberger. His 3 is off the front of the iron. No good. Rebound Patriots. They are killing us on the defensive boards. Over to the corner. That's Garnett. Now it's Hausman. Biddle on him. Biddle slaps him on the forearm and picks up the foul.
Just when Carterville gets a little momentum, you get a wide open look from Berkey. He misses a 3, and then Massac comes down literally 5 seconds later and scores to up that lead again.
Patriot basketball on the far sideline. Wings it to Higgerson. Higgerson controls, now gets Garnett. Garnett dribbles out. Berkey picks him up defensively. Man-to-man D by the Lions. 4:30 remaining. It's an 11-point Patriot lead. Clear out for Garnett to the glass and good. 11 now for Chris Garnett. And a 13-point lead, 35-22. Just over 4 to play here in the third. Caden Hawkins pull up 3, in and out, no good. And Berkey went over the back for the foul for the Carterville Lions.
And right now, Carterville is settling for quick shots. They're not running their offense. They're not taking necessarily bad shots, but they're taking shots well beyond the three-point arc, and they just can't get them to go in.
That foul for Berkey was team foul number 2 on Carterville. 4 minutes remaining. 13-point lead, Patriots. Garnett to Higgerson. Higgerson hands it to Hausman. Hausman takes it across the free throw line, and Peyton Biddle just rips it out of his hands again. That's twice he's in it in the second half. Hawkins off the glass the other way, and good. 16 now for Caden Hawkins, and it's back to an 11-point Patriot lead.
That's twice. Biddle has stolen the ball from Hausman.
That was a good defensive switch. As Biddle takes over Garden Hossman. Jumper is good, though, from Sissel.
Well, that's uncontested, Dave. I mean, you got to get somebody in his face.
5 for Sissel. Jumper from the elbow from Hawkins, no good. Too quick shot. Peyton Biddle picks up another foul. Peyton, number 3. So you've got Cade Lustenberger with 3. Now Peyton has 3. That's the 3rd team foul.
Now, Carterville's made 3 of 9 in this 3rd quarter. Massac County has made 5 of 6.
13-point lead. Patriots ball with the lead. Hossman, Berkey on him, cuts him off as he crosses the timeline, forces him to the left side of the floor. Crosses back over at midcourt, and a foul. Boy, I did not see that. That was a cheap foul right there. Number 2 on Blake Berkey. And I don't know.
Now, well, I have no problem with that as long as you call the rest of the game like that.
Yep. You got to call it both ways. 37-24, 13-point lead. Patriots basketball. Here's Hossman between the circles. Over to the right side to Garnett. Now Sissel gets it to Smallman. Smallman on the right wing. Now to Sissel. Feeds Higgerson on the block. Biddle rips it in. Peyton Biddle just picked up foul number 4.
Now that looked like a good steal to me.
Yes, it looked clean.
Used both hands, grabbed the ball, took off, and the official called a foul.
So quickly, for the first time, we're going to see Drew Barrington come in to get Peyton Biddle, who's got 4 fouls now. Drew, where's number 11? And a timeout is called by Joe Hossman. It's going to be a full timeout. It's 37-24. The Patriots have the 13-point lead. 2:55 remaining here in the 3rd on News Radio WJPF.
Free estimate with York. Install confidence.
This Lions broadcast is brought to you by IBEW Local 702, proud supporter of Lions Sports. Dedicated to providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all. Coming out of the timeout, the ball belongs to the Patriots. They stack up on the free throw line. They get it to Hossman now on the right wing. Head fake on Berkey, into the paint, floats in the air. Shot doesn't go. Berkey gets the rebound. So now Caden Hawkins, who's got 16 in the game, takes it across midcourt to Vanderzil. Vanderzil feeds Lustenberger on the block, and his shot blocked out of bounds. Stay with the Lions.
And it just seems like Carterville, everything they try offensively, it just isn't working.
Patriots have an answer.
Massac credit.
Oh, yeah. Lustenberger got away with a foul there as he bumps the defender down. The ball winds up in the backcourt. Massac turns it over. Lions take it the other way. Hawkins feeds down low. Berkey's reverse layup is good. That's Blake's first points of the game. 37-26 cuts the lead to 11. Here comes Hossman. Fans are restless here. Just can't get it down under 9. I think we've cut it to 9 a couple of times. Backdoor feed to Hossman, dumps it to Higgerson, off the glass and good.
Well, Carterville, we've seen Carterville work that play many times this year. They got a little taste of their own medicine.
Back to a 13-point Patriot lead. Caden Hawkins left of the circle, now to Barrington, back to Hawkins. Hawkins flips it to Lustenberger. He dribbles right side between the legs, into the paint, off the glass, can't get it to go. Rolled off the back of the iron. Patriots, Hickerson gets the rebound. Here comes Hausman. Goes the opposite side of the screen from Hickerson, still battling there with Vanderzeel. Hausman to the glass. Left-hand layup is good from Isaac Hausman, 16 for Isaac, 16 for Caden, 41-26. Patriots lead, and a reach-around foul is called on Brody Smallman of the Patriots.
Well, Hausman's been the best player on the floor tonight
Yes.
for either team,
Yeah.
and he has dominated this game, and Carterville in a big hole right now.
It's going to take some hard work, defensive stops. They just can't get a stop. They can't get back-to-back stops.
And it's magnified when you're not shooting the ball well.
Here's Barrington's three left wing. That's not good. Lustenberger, rebound, put back, partially blocked, no good. And Patriots come away with it. Minute 10 remaining here in the third quarter. Hausman around the screen from Hickerson. Give and go was there. Kicking it out, driving baseline, travel not called. And Hausman has it toward the corner left. Now it's Smallman with 55 seconds remaining in the third. Dribbles around, gets it to Hausman. He takes control from there. Barrington on him defensively. Backs it up toward midcourt. 45 remaining. Crossover to the elbow. Got in the air, and the ball goes out of bounds. Ooh. I think that was off of Caden Hawkins, but it's going to belong to the Lions.
The only thing Massac's done wrong in this third quarter is 4 turnovers.
Yeah.
That's it.
35 seconds. Hawkins to Berkey. Berkey into the paint. Right-hand runner's no good.
Jeez.
Sissel gets the rebound for the Patriots. 41-26, 20 seconds remaining. Here comes Hausman across midcourt. 14, 13, 12 now on the clock. Reverses left side. Now to Smallman. Smallman with Hawkins on him. And that's going to be
Carrying the ball.
carrying on Smallman.
Which you could almost call that on every play on every team.
You could. Look who's coming in. Maddox Crane replacing Adam Vanderzeel with 5 seconds left. Maddox will go park in the corner. That's his shot. Lustenberger's going to trigger from the far sideline. There's Hawkins across midcourt. Behind the back dribble. Jumper at the buzzer, no good, and that ends the third quarter. It's been all Massac here this evening. It was 11-6 at the end of one. 27-17 at the half. It's 41-26 as we end play here in the third. Stay with us. Fourth quarter action is next on News Radio WJPF. Welcome back to Carterville High School. Carterville's got some work to do. They trail at 41-26 heading into the fourth.
And an easy basket by Massac County on the opening play of the fourth quarter.
Sissel gets the bucket, 43-26. Hawkins takes it to the rack, throws it at the rim, gets fouled. And at least he stops the clock and can go to the line to score some free throws as the foul is called on Chris Garnett. That's going to be number 4 on Garnett. Caden Hawkins was 16 in the game. He's 1 for 1 from the line. He's shooting 2 here.
And Dave, there's times, and I think I kind of noticed this at the Superman Classic. Carterville looks like a tired team. They haven't played really any more than anybody else. But when you rely on Hawkins, Lustenberger, and Biddle all the time, and they get very little rest, I think we're starting to see that negative effect.
Hawkins hits the first one, misses the second, but the rebound's controlled by the Lions. Barrington has it. Finds Hawkins open left of the circle, misses the jumper. Berkey gets the rebound. Lions can reset. Barrington looks inside, dribbles out. Now left-hand dribble, top of the key, dishes to the corner. Berkey, head fake into the arc to Lustenberger. Mid-range jumper from Lustenberger. Front and back of the iron, won't fall. Rebound Smallman for the Patriots. 7:10 remaining, and Drew Barrington just picked up the foul in the backcourt.
Dave, Carterville shot 22% in the first quarter, 33% in the second, 25% in the third. Contrast that to Massac, 30% in the first, which isn't great, but 60% in the second and 77% in the third.
They scored 16 second quarter points, did Massac. Carterville just scored 11, but they only had 6 first quarter points. Over on the left wing, here comes Hausman. Inside the arc, dribbles out. Switch defensively, Lustenberger picks him up. Bounce past to Sissel, traveled with the basketball. 6 turnovers here on the Patriots in the second half.
Yeah, Carterville has no turnovers.
Yeah.
That's great, but you're down by 16.
Here comes Hawkins. Jumper from the free throw line is good for Caden Hawkins. 19, he's averaging 20 a game. Carterville picks up the pressure in the backcourt. Hawkins on the ball, that's Smallman, tries to dribble through, breaks the timeline, and a bump foul called on Caden Hawkins in the backcourt. That's number 2 on Caden. That'll be team foul number 7, so Massac now is going to be shooting free throws the rest of the way. And Brody Smallman is the first one that's going to step to the line, shooting the 1-and-1. Adam Vanderzil comes in to replace Drew Barrington. Peyton Biddle's riding the pine. No, he's back out on the floor. He's got 4 fouls. Brody Smallman, the 5'11 senior. He hasn't been to the stripe yet. First one is in the air, and it's good. This Lions broadcast brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating, downtown Carterville. Punctual service, 5-star satisfaction, and the experience that comes from 40 years in the business. Find out more, visit charliesairandheat.com. Second free throw from Smallman, ball on the left hip, dribbles once, ball in the air is good. 9 now for Brody. Pressure in the backcourt and a foul is called on Jackson Lee.
Yeah, and Lee played the JV game, and he got in. He had a few issues in that JV game.
And he stuck his nose right in Caden Hawkins' chest. Look at him. He's not even taking his eye off the numbers, and the Lions missed the shot the other way.
Missed the shot.
Yep. Was watching is Jackson Lee. And you know what that conversation was? Joe Hausman said, I want you to get in and cover Caden Hawkins.
Yep.
Don't take your eyes off his numbers. Wherever he goes, you go, and that's what Lee's doing defensively. Patriots have the ball right now, though. 5:50 remaining. It's 45-29. And they're going to run the clock on every possession as much as possible. Hausman takes it to the hole, gets the layup.
They've only missed 2 shots this entire half.
Here, look at Jackson Lee picking up the foul on Caden
Yeah,
Hawkins.
you can't do what he's doing.
And Joe Hausman is hot.
Well, you know what? You know another thing that would take care of that, and I don't condone physical play, An accidental elbow to the chest would stop that real quick.
Jackson's smiling at Caden. Hawkins breaks free, takes the trigger from Cade Lustenberger. Crossover by Hawkins, dishes it to Vanderzil. Or, excuse me, that was Berkey, misses the three. Lustenberger gets the put back, and he's fouled. Bucket doesn't fall, but he's shooting two. It's going to be on Brady Sissel. It's going to be the second foul on Brady. Now Cade Lustenberger, who's only got 3 points in the game. That was on a three-pointer, misses the front. It hits the first, misses the first one.
Well, last night at Massac, they only beat Harrisburg by 4. And Harrisburg's a pretty good team, but you would expect in Massac to do better than that. Well, they got their bad game out of the way.
Lusty misses both, and Vanderzil gets the rebound. And a foul on Massac County. It's going to be on Hunter Box. He just checked in and picked up a foul. Hawkins finds Lustenberger on the inbound pass. Into the paint. Good for Cade Lustenberger. That's 5 for Cade. It's a 16-point lead, 47-31. Is it impossible? No, but you got to get some stops. And you have to score on every possession in the last 5. Smallman finds Hausman, now back to Smallman left wing. Bounce pass back to Hausman. Up toward the hash, back to Smallman left wing. Biddle on him. Carterville tries to get the double team there. Biddle, and they force the turnover. That's number 7 on the Patriots, the other way. Here's Lustenberger between the circles. He'll dribble in. Jumper, top of the key, straight away. No good. Long rebound. Biddle grabs it before it goes out of bounds. He's got running into a double team. Throws it off the defender, out of bounds. And the officials are going to have to talk. It should be Carterville basketball. It is Carterville ball. Peyton threw it off the leg of Higgerson. So now, 4:30 remaining. 47-31. Carterville basketball. Lustenberger to Hawkins. Hawkins from the free throw line. Jumpers no good. Patriots foul. Hausman and Blake Berkey just picked up his 3rd foul.
You know, there are games, Dave, where Carterville has won, I'd say their last 4 or 5 because of their really good defense. And there are games where you can win games with just that. But when you play a team like Massac, you got to play the complete game. It's got to be offensively and defensively, and it's finally caught up to Carterville.
Isaac Hausman, who has 18 points, is at the line shooting the 1 and the bonus. Hits the first one.
They are 3 of 3 in the second half. Carterville only 1 of 4 from the line.
Here comes the second. 20 in the game now for Hausman. 49-31, 18-point lead. Biddle roams the perimeter up top to Berkey. Berkey top of the key. Between the leg dribble, around the screen from Hawkins. Gets it to Lustenberger. He dumps it down low to Vanderzil. That's the best feed we've seen the whole game for the Lions. Vanderzil finishes it 49-33. The other way, Hausman just throws it at the rim and it goes. 22 for Isaac.
Nobody cut him off. Nobody cut him off down
in front of him, nothing. Biddle gets fouled on the other end as Brody Smallman has 3 fouls now. Peyton Biddle can shoot some free throws with the clock stopped. Should be 2. He's got 3 points in the game. 51-33. No midweek games for the Carterville Lions this week, Scott Hudson.
Nope, Friday and Saturday.
Biddle misses the first free throw. Friday night at Trico, and then on Saturday right back here, Vandalia comes to town next Saturday.
The Vandals.
Remember when we made that trip last year?
Yes. We kind of took the long
You
route.
took the scenic route.
I did.
We
and it
went
was
to
dark.
I thought it was in the Metro East too, truthfully. Biddle hits the second. That was funny, my friend. That was pretty funny. Good thing we leave early.
That's why you leave early, because you never know what your driver's going to be doing.
51-34. I could have swore it was in the Metro East. Here comes Smallman into the paint. Dribbles around, running clock, 3:20. 2 Carterville Lions chasing Smallman like a cat chasing a mouse. And a foul on Carterville.
And I believe, Dave, this will be Carterville's first loss at home this year.
You're right.
I don't think they've lost a game here yet this year,
I think you are correct. Let me get my handy-dandy sheets. Hossman hits the first. He's got 23 here this evening. 24 now. I think you're correct. 53-34. 19-point lead. Hawkins hits the three. That'll stop the clock after the timeout by Shane Hawkins. 22 in the game for Caden Hawkins. And it will be a 30-second timeout. We'll take the break. 53-37 here on News Radio WJPF. Our high school basketball team of the week today. Did you hear who it was?
Agape Christian.
Agape Christian. How about that?
I saw a highlight of their game where a guy just went flying down the lane for a tomahawk jam or two-handed jam. So Agape Christian, Christ Our Rock Lutheran last week. Some small schools getting recognition.
Absolutely. Under 3 to play to here. Hossman takes it, dishes it to the left wing. Smallman passes up the 3. Hossman, step back. Berkey on him defensively. Clock rolls. What effect will this game have on regional seedings? We'll find out coming up, you said on Thursday, correct?
Thursday afternoon is what I was told last night. I think now after this game, Massac will be the one. And then where do the other teams fall? It'd be Carterville, Vienna, Benton, Murfreesboro. I mean, I think Carterville could possibly get a 3 maybe, because Murfreesboro's lost a few games here recently.
Where do you think we'll play?
Well, if you're a 2 or 3, you will be the opposite place of where the 1 seed's at. So I'm assuming Massac County would go to Harrisburg. They're going to give them the closest place. So I would think Carterville would be at Benton. And you'd have the 2 and 3 at Benton and the 1 and 4 at Harrisburg.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not so sure Carterville is a 2 or 3, but I think that's kind of what you might be looking at this point.
Higgerson hits the second free throw. 3 points in the game for Ian Higgerson. And there's 2:10 remaining. Carterville has it, though. Vandershill right corner to Lustenberger. Pull up 3 from Lusty's no good. Rebound is Massac County. Outlet pass the other way. Layup is easy and good for Brady Sissel. He's got 9. And it's 56-37, 19-point lead. Hawkins hits the leaner in the paint. 24 for Caden.
How about 11 of 13 from the field for Massac County in the second half? Make that 12 of 14.
Brady Sissel, he's in double digits with 11. 90 seconds remaining. Shane Hawkins going to his bench. The next stoppage, Peyton Middle gets fouled, throws it at the rim, and Peyton can go shoot a couple of free throws. Garnett picked up the foul. That's the 5th. He's going to check out. Coming in, Jackson Lee replaces Chris Garnett.
And Dave, it's not the fact that Carterville lost this game. Massac County is a very good team.
Yeah.
You know, they've got 21 wins on the season. It's how they lost the game that I think is going to really eat away at Coach Hawkins until they play again on next Friday night.
Peyton Middle averaging 10 a game. He's only got 4 here this evening. Vanderzeel checks out. Berkey checks out. Lustenberger checks out. The Massac County Patriots, Joe Hossman's clearing his starters from the floor. Here comes Sissel. Here comes Hossman. Here comes Smallman. They played a good ball game. And Peyton hits the first free throw. Lions are going to be back in action next Friday night at Trico. 7:30 pregame coverage. Saturday night, here comes Ian Higgerson out of the game.
Not asked to score a lot, talking about Higgerson. But, buddy, let me tell you what, he can hit the boards.
It's kind of like what we see from Vanderzeel.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, he doesn't, not asked to score a lot of points, just do some work in the paint. He does. 6 for Peyton Middle. Minute 24 remaining. Next Saturday, Vandalia Vandals will be here, Carterville. Then the following Tuesday will be the senior night for the Carterville Lions. Harrisburg Bulldogs come to town on the 14th, Valentine's Day. Roses, please, Scott Hudson.
Okay, can they be plastic?
They can be.
Okay, good. I've already got them ordered.
And then the final game of the season, that's going to be for the conference title. Outright win in the conference or a tie with the Pinckneyville Panthers as the Lions will finish up the regular season on the road in Perry County to take on the Panthers. That's coming up Thursday, February 16th. 45 seconds remaining here in the game. Carterville will see the record go to 20-6 as Massac County will improve to 22-4 on the season. Coach Joe Hossman going down his bench, congratulating his players. That's a good win, good ball team, 27, 26, 25. Carterville, no pressure on the ball, backing it up to mid-quarters. Hunter Box. The Patriots are content to let the score ride, 58-41. Massac County gets the 17-point win over the Carterville Lions here. 22-4 on the season. Carterville now 20-6 on the season. 58-41 the final score. Stay with us. Our People's National Bank postgame show's coming up next on News Radio WJPF. Okay. 58-41, the final score here at Carterville High School. The Massac County Patriots come in and put a thumping on the Lions here at home tonight, as we said, 58-41. Carterville now 20-6 on the season. Massac improves to 22-4. Scott Hudson.
Yeah, just a total domination by Massac County tonight on both ends of the floor. They shot the ball well. Hossman was the best player on the floor tonight, and Carterville's cold shooting continues as a team. Carterville, 16 of 52 from the field, only 30%. Massac County, 22 of 37, 57% from the field. And in that second half, Massac was 12 of 14 from the field, and they did not shoot a three. But 12 of 14. Carterville only 6 of 12 from the free throw line. You got to be better than 50%. Massac 10 of 16 rebounding. Massac out-rebounded Carterville 27-23. Berkey led Carterville with 6. Sissel led Massac County with 11. 14 turnovers for Massac County. 7 for Carterville. All 7 of those coming in the first half.
When you look at scoring for the winners tonight, the Massac County Patriots, they were led by the 24 from Isaac Hossman. Chris Garnett finished with 11, as did Brady Sissel. Brody Smallman finishes with 9, and Ian Hickerson chips in 3. And Chris Garnett with his 11, 58 points scored by the Patriots. Carterville led tonight by Caden Hawkins. He finishes with 24 as well for Carterville. Nobody else in double digits, only 6 for Peyton Biddle. That's 4 off his average. Cade Lustenberger, 7 off his averages. He finishes with 5. Adam Vanderzil with 2. Braden Wakey with 2. Blake Berkey with 2. That's it. Carterville just scores 41 points here tonight. They get beat 58-41 by the Massac County Patriots. We're going to go on and take another break here on our People's National Bank postgame show. We'll talk some other scores from around Southern Illinois, break this one down, and see if head coach Shane Hawkins will join us on our postgame show. The Lions here on News Radio WJPF.
Don't let the
say the word ugly, I'll agree with it.
Several times. (58-41) the final score. Massac County takes care of business against the Carterville Lions here tonight. And they're a good ball team, Scott Hudson.
Well, they are a good ball team, and coming off a rather mediocre win against Harrisburg at home last night, where they only won by 4, we found out what they're really like tonight. I think they came out in this game, wanted to prove that they were going to be the better team tonight, and they were better than Carterville on the offensive end, better than Carterville on the defensive end, on the boards. The only thing they did wrong, or Carterville did better than them, I thought, was turning the ball over. They had 14 turnovers, but when you shoot 12 of 14 and a half, it really doesn't matter how many turnovers you have.
Well, and when you look down and see that Carterville had 0 turnovers in the second half, They didn't get any defensive stops in the second.
No, and Massac did not. All of Massac's points in the second half were twos. They didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't. I don't even think they even took a three in that second half.
I don't think so.
They didn't
either.
have to because they were getting shots to go down in the paint. And to me, the elephant in the room for Carterville is the continued poor shooting by Carterville. And it's like, this has been like 4 or 5 games now. But when you play a quality opponent like Massac and you shoot 30% from the field, you're not probably going to win.
You're exactly right. And Carterville didn't look good here tonight. They get beat 58-41. Updating some scores from around Southern Illinois. NCOE knocked off Goreville at the Benton Shootout, 75-71. Olney knocked off Harrisburg. You talk about Massac gets the 4-point win over Harrisburg, but then Harrisburg goes and gets throttled by Olney, 58-30. Mascoutah beats Heron in overtime, 55-53. Wow, you never know what's going to happen on any given night.
Well, you don't. And I saw the Olney-Harrisburg game, and it kind of reminds me of this game in that Harrisburg has played better as the season's gone along.
Yep.
Andy's a very good shooter. They got Crank. They got others. Harrisburg could not hit a shot to save their life today. They really struggled from the field. So, you know, when you play that's just proof. When you play a good team, if you struggle from the field, you had better play outstanding defense or you're not going to have any chance of winning.
Johnny Logan women get beat 63-56. The men have pushed their winning streak to 18 games in a row. They beat Shawnee this afternoon 88-62, number 4 team in the country. A couple of other scores to take care of. JV Lions beat Massac 54-44 by 10 points. That was the game just prior to this one. Carterville girls knock off Heron today, 51-38. Girls bowling finishes third at regionals today. I don't know if that allows them to advance. I'm not sure on that exactly. And as was honored before the game, Carterville cheer made it to the final day of cheer competition at state for the 8th year in a row. They won the championship, the title in 20. They finished in 7th last year. They finished in 4th this year. And congratulations to Carterville cheer. We're going to go on and take our final break here on our People's National Bank postgame show. We'll be back here on News Radio WJPF.
SI Suzuki.
Let's just go on and wrap it up.
Okay.
I'm tired. (58-41) the final score. Massac County gets the win over your Carterville Lions. I guess we're going to make the trip to Trico next Friday, buddy.
Well, we know where it's at. That's
Yep.
where the season. That's where this season started, and now at the end of the season, we're going to go back. And you know, after a loss like this, you really kind of want to get back and play a game pretty quickly. But at the same time, you're going to get almost a whole week off to rest, and that's really what this Carterville team, I think, needs more than anything. Kind of regroup, refocus, go to Trico, and hopefully get 2 wins next weekend.
Thanks to Brian R. Powell back at the studio for your work tonight, buddy. I appreciate it. For Scott Hudson, I'm Dave McKenzie. Massac County gets the best of the Lions tonight, 58-41. We will talk to you next Friday night from Trico High School. Thank you so much for listening to Lions Sports here on News Radio WJPF. God bless everybody. Thanks, bud.
All right, gentlemen, take care. We'll keep working on this Lucy and Hugo thing.
Childers Orthodontics, Fire Map.